Trump is now coming for legal immigrants. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for having me. I've had a wonderful time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I always thought I would get kicked out of America, but I thought it would be for the way I say zebra. Not just for being an immigrant. Yeah, and I'm gonna stick with that. It's zebra, okay? It's just like Deborah, but with a Z. And it's not a Z, it's a Z. But look, I'm getting carried away. Trump is coming for legal immigrants. And really, it's no surprise that this latest anti-immigrant policy is the brainchild of Stephen Miller, senior White House advisor and young Mr. Burns. Because although we don't often hear from Miller, don't ever forget, he's the mastermind who shaped many of Trump's cruelest policies, including the Muslim ban, overturning DACA, and kids in cages. Yeah, so this guy is so evil, Satan has a signed Stephen Miller jersey in his bedroom. He's like, now that guy's a pro. I love him, man. Because where less creative people might say, what excuse could there possibly be to get rid of people who already live here legally? Stephen Miller found a way.
The White House effort led by senior advisor Stephen Miller would make citizenship or legal status tougher to obtain if they or anyone in their household has ever used some public assistance programs in this country.
This could affect up to 20 million legal immigrants in the United States who are trying to get green cards or move towards citizenship if they use programs like Obamacare, child health insurance, food stamps, even some tax incentives already built in.
God damn. Cranium over here is an evil genius. Because you see what he's done, right? They're saying the U.S. won't allow legal immigrants to stay in the U.S. if they've ever used what they call public assistance. And what's interesting is that that description ranges from food stamps all the way through to Obamacare, which, by the way, you had to get by law. So thanks, Obama. Yeah, some of us don't want to go back to Kenya, okay? And under this new policy, if you're an immigrant, they could kick you out for breaking the law, or they could kick you out for following the law. Yeah, and let's just take a moment to acknowledge just how far this escalator we've come down, right? Because when Trump began his journey, his message was this.
We have some bad hombres here, and we're going to get them out. They're removing the bad ones, and that's where our focus is. It's the bad ones. We're looking at the bad ones, and I said that from day one. I said from the day I'm president, we're getting rid of the bad ones.
Okay, fine. So first it was bad hombres, out, right? And who could argue with that? I mean, bad is right there in the name. Why did they call themselves bad hombres? I mean, that's the price you pay. But then as time progressed, it moved to, I know there are good hombres, but they came here in a bad way. So adios, muchachos. Yeah, but that was it. I mean, those people were illegal, right? Everyone else was cool because they came in legally. And no one loves legal more than Trump.
Donald Trump stands for the rule of law. He respects the immigrants who came here legally, who played by the rules, who waited their turn.
I promise you, he is going to remain completely focused on American citizens and people who are here legally and how we get this country
I don't understand why
people who play by the rules.
I want people to come in. I want immigrants to come in, but they have to come in legally.
Legally, folks. Legally. Now, it can also be barely legally. In fact, I prefer it that way. But legally, either way. Legally.
But now we also see that that's not true anymore, right? If you came here legally and you used certain services you were allowed to use legally, now the Trump administration is telling you to get the out, right? Bad hombres, good hombres, hombres. And I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if one day he goes after people he considers hombre-ish. Yeah, and look, I know in the Constitution, the 14th Amendment says if you were born in the United States, you're a citizen. But if Donald Trump had his way, I think he would get rid of that too.
The 14th Amendment is very questionable as to whether or not somebody can come over, have a baby, and immediately that baby is a citizen.
The 14th Amendment. You know, I had these guys on television, oh, you can't change the 14th Amendment. It'll take so long. On that, I agree. But you know what? An act of Congress. The 14th Amendment, I was right on it. You can do something with it, and you can do something fast. You can do something fast.
Trump really doesn't know anything about American politics. He thinks Congress can do something fast. That's what he thinks. That's his idea.
I've seen them so fast. It reminds me of that story, Tortoise and the Hare, both super fast, same speed.